We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Dukes will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Brown will throw it. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll run it from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's see how much they can get on 2nd and 9 from the 20. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he goes down back at the 1-yard line.
3rd down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this 3rd down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
The Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Dukes offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Denson. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That took every ounce some leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Running to Green. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Dukes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Monarchs want to crank the tempo.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. They'll run the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He rifles one deep down the right side. He's loose. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Hands it off on the counter. Past the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Monarchs moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead is down to a field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stopped.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Monarchs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ODU. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point gives him a 10-6 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington has the lead right now. Feels like we've heard the air raid sirens a few times today, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Denson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't get it done on 3rd down. Now they'll line up in punt formation. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On the ground, it's Bird. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, nowadays so many people go for it on 4th down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on 3rd down. You ain't going for it now. 3rd and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home. No 4th down for you.
And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Unloads it left. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Trying the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Second down coming up.
Looking downfield, it's Denson. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive linemen? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Handoff from the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Monarchs come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Butler. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
1st and goal. Ultimate.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Monarchs. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
James Madison, 6.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, it's Denson. It's complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Now on the option. The give to the back. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Madison. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
Timeout.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Rushes on him. Starting to feel a little pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. On the snap, it's Newton. Breaks the tackle. Wildcat look didn't get much. Pick up a few on that one. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Monarchs will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Denson. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Dukes want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running into the open space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Of 2. Second down coming up.
Grab behind the line, it's Parker. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Complete to start this drive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Gonna run it. It's Bird. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They booted away on 4th down. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellis. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? Punt is on its way. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Monarchs in the hurry-up.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Off the play fake. He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Monarchs will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch at the 35. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Safe completion on the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Dukes will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Takes the handoff. It's Bird. Breaks into the open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Got room at the 35. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
1st and goal.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Brown will throw it. Fires to the end zone. He was open. He had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Parker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. To the air, it's Denson. Pocket breaking down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Calls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Hold it.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
24, James Madison, 16.
He'll bring it out. It's Prince. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Monarchs want to move quickly. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Monarchs line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Denson. They're setting up the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the Monarchs with a big opportunity to take this sudden change and make it sudden points. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Maldonado. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on second down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And the quarterback takes a knee. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.